What's going on, everyone? This is Deagle here from Versatile Gaming. Today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Call of Duties and my personal experiences with Call of Duties, because I haven't actually done a video about this before, and I've got a lot of information and a lot of history when playing Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty since I was young, since I was like, oh god, it must have been in year 5, so however old I was in year 5, I don't know, like maybe 10, maybe 9, I'm not too sure. But I started playing Call of Duty 3, I think it was like them days, them really old days. I didn't really play that game too much. I really didn't like it, to be honest, because, you know, I was really young. I was expecting some sort of amazing HD graphics, so I didn't really play that game that much. But Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty 4, I played that game a lot, and I really enjoyed that game. Like every day after school, I used to spend like an hour. I used to have like a certain time limit to play Call of Duty, which was actually annoying. So I used to come home, spend about an hour on Call of Duty, and I remember one day, like I had a whole Xbox day, and this was like a dream come true for me. I know that sounds really bad, but I was only young and like, yeah, you know, I loved playing Call of Duty. And so my mum was out with her friends at the time, and it was just me and my dad. And my dad like would let me play Call of Duty. So we get home, and he says, "Okay, Joe, let's go post the parcel to the post office, which is only going to take half an hour." So I was like, "Oh, okay." But I still have like 5 hours left of the evening, and we get to the place. You know, it's like slowly dragging. The queue was huge. It's like almost out of the door. And to cut this whole thing, I ended up then playing Call of Duty for the whole of that evening. And obviously, where I didn't get my own way, I threw like a little tantrum. And my mum sold Call of Duty 4. Me and I suppose my dad wasn't too happy about this, because he still plays Xbox in his spare time on the Xbox downstairs. So she sold Call of Duty 4, which me and my dad wasn't too happy about. So I didn't play Call of Duty for like I'd say like 6 months, and that was horrible. I really didn't like it. Eventually my dad bought it back for me for my birthday without my mum knowing, so that was all good. But by the time then, like, Call of Duty World at War come out, and there was like the craze. That was like, "Oh, you got World of War?" I was like, "Yeah, man, let's go play some Nazi zombies." And when I first got told about Nazi zombies, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." But when I actually played it, seeing I was so young, I was terrified. But I enjoyed Call of Duty 4 simply because of the reasons. It has that feel to it. It has that comfortable feel to it. Like, you can use any gun, and you know you're gonna end up playing like a good game. Like, it's not the whole like fact that it's overpowered. And at the time, I felt like I could always get a good game. And when I was only young, I was like, started to feel proud of myself. Like, you know, I was playing World at War. I loved that game so much. I played that game so much. It was unbelievable. Like 26 days of playing. Obviously, I was a little bit older when playing COD 4, so it wasn't as bad. And obviously, I didn't sit there spending the whole of my life on World at War. At the time, I actually played golf. I used to play a lot of golf with my friends, who I played on Xbox with, and with my dad, obviously. So I really enjoyed World at War simply because of the reasons. It was different to Call of Duty 4. And obviously, where I was young, I wasn't too bothered like I am now about the new Call of Duty and the new features and all the aspects and what they've included, all that type of overpowered stuff. You know, I was young, and anything would kind of please me and satisfy me in a way. So I thought it was a really good game simply because it was so different to Call of Duty 4, like the whole graphics. I was playing a lot of different game modes. I was playing it a lot more. I was playing it multiplayer. So I think that is the main reason why I enjoy that game so much. Like, I put the game in the other day, played a little bit of Nazi Zombies, and on multiplayer, every single game I got into was hacked, and that's the same with Call of Duty 4 now. Unfortunately, like, I'm going to class Call of Duty 4 as dead. I've seen like a few videos saying that they believe Call of Duty 4 is dead, but it is dead because every single game you get into is hacked, or XP lobby, or something like that, and that game was so enjoyable to play, as well as World at War. But each of them games have just let themselves down because they're not patching it anymore, and they don't understand that people can still play them games. All they need to do is just send out a few patches, and, you know, they can fix it easily. But they just don't seem to be doing anything. They're just focusing on getting money for the new games, such as Black Ops 2. So after World at War, I obviously went on to play an MW2. Again, I played this game an insane amount, even more than World at War. I obviously enjoyed this more because it went from modern to old, and then back to modern, but better quality, and I was playing online, and I was a lot older, so I could play it a lot more. And, you know, again, it had the same feel as Call of Duty 4, where I could go into a game and just get good KDs and just feel satisfied with myself, like leveling up and all that type of stuff. I found was really easy compared to what was the Black Ops. I found that was really hard to level up, like maybe only because there was 50 levels, but I found that was really hard. And considering there was only 15 prestiges, you know, not only 15 prestiges, get turned on, son. Like, I would have thought they would have made it a little bit easier, but obviously we're talking about Call of Duty here and Treyarch, and for some reason I hate Treyarch. I just do not like them. They've only brought out bad content in my eyes. Like excluding Modern War, I'm talking about Black Ops here. I hated Black Ops so much. I do not like that game one bit. I played about not too many games. Obviously I can't really count, but I prestiged once on Black Ops and never played it again because I hated it so much. All of the games have individual feels to them. Like Call of Duty 4, it was smooth. World at War, a little bit rough. If this kind of makes sense, like in a way where I can't really explain what I mean by smooth and rough, but I hope you can understand what I'm trying to like imply. So World at War had that slightly smoothy, kind of not as smooth as COD 4. MW2 really smooth, apart from the bullet registration, which was a bit weird on that. Black Ops 2, horrible feel, hated that game so much. And MW3. Now MW3, I think, has combined Black Ops with COD 4 kind of feel to it. Like it's not really smooth. Like especially when you come into sniping, it hasn't got that same sniping. What's the word? Hasn't got the same sniping feel. Like, you know when you double tap Y and your crosshairs come up straight away. I don't know if there's a specific term for that on Call of Duty 4 or Black Ops and all the other Call of Duties, but like obviously you can't trick shot very well on this. I didn't mean to record like this, my bad. But I still enjoy the feel to it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they've tried to change it too much, and I'm thinking they're trying to change Call of Duty too much in a way. Like, you know, I think if they would have just brought out another Call of Duty like game, like a similar game to Call of Duty 4, then I think a lot of people would have been happy, but obviously in the long run people would have got bored with it very easily. So I think by bringing out Black Ops 2, it's going to please a lot of people, but already a lot of people have been put out. I don't want to go into too much detail about what I think in Black Ops 2 because the question has come up for Q&A Friday for this episode, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but all I'm going to say is that I think that they're trying to change the game too much. I'm going to go into more detail when I do Q&A Friday, so I'm not going to spoil it. And if you didn't see my Q&A Friday episode that I done last week, then go check it out. It hasn't got too well. I thought it was going to do a little bit better because I did put a lot of time and effort into editing and commentating and getting all the questions together. So if you haven't already checked that out, I'm going to provide an annotation on the screen right now. So if you go click that, they will link you to the Q&A Friday episode which I've done. I did get a lot of positive feedback from that episode though, so thanks for everyone for your positive feedback. You know, I can't express how much this helps. Like, I don't want to keep saying it because I don't like the sound of my own voice. But obviously all your questions count. I do take all your questions into account. I've got 3 questions for the next episode, so you know you can leave a question on any of the videos. I almost threw up, my bad. I take down all the questions from any question you post on a video of mine, so you know you can leave a comment on any video of mine, and I'll do that straight away. Just one last thing, as the video is almost done, is that if you guys haven't been following me on Twitter, then you're not going to know that I've actually gone in for a competition, a tournament. It's a commentating tournament. It's only a small tournament. Like, the person who's doing it has only got like 300 subscribers, but you know, I thought it was going to be good fun, and I think it'll be quite good entertainment. And you know, so I'm going to upload a video in the future this week sometime, hopefully, with just a short 4-minute video, and that's going to be my contest entry. And if you guys can vote for me, actually I don't even think you can vote for me. I haven't gone into too much detail with it. I don't know too much detail about it. I know there's 3 judges, and I'm going in and I'm versing a subscriber called Shelly. I'm going to be doing a video sometime next week, maybe like just like a small free-form moab or something. So please stay tuned for that video. This has been Deagle from Versatile Gaming. Hope you've enjoyed the gameplay. If you didn't notice, I went 80-8 with the MSR, and it was a very good gameplay. Please remember to leave a like, rate, comment, and subscribe to me. I'm out. Peace.